Hey Stampers, Gaynor again. I'm coming back and I'm going to play with the tag, Festive Tags kit. I did a video the other day and filmed it, everything great, and then realised I forgot to put the sound on yet again. It's very few and far between I do that, but what I'm going to do, I've got 5 tags left, so I'm going to make them up. I have 10 alternative cards to show you, so we're going to make these fast as a whistle. These are the cutouts, these are the items. I've kept the dots that come off all of the tags. And literally, if we get time and chance, I'm going to grab some dimensionals, because Gaynor's running a bit low. Luckily, I keep them on my desk these days. So, have I got any I've got written on? No. I need to put lines on the back of them, because if I don't I will forget that. And it's simple, you can either do dots or look what I'm just doing just lately round the outside and then just put a line through them. I normally sit and do dots through everything, but as long as they've got a black line through there. And I'm just using a permanent marker pen. That way I know if the backings have come off. I normally sit and put dots on everything, but I haven't got time for that. So, let's get our first tag together. We've got this, we've got this, we've got the wreath. We're literally popping everything on dimension. I've cut all my ribbon. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got my little vase. Boosh, boosh. And if I get a chance, I fetched a few card bases over that I could use as alternatives. I've cut down some of the pre-made cards for the envelopes for, plus the gold cards. Just basically, I know the envelopes will be a little too big, but we might be able to make cards. So I'm just going to hover that over there. Make sure that's straight. I'm going to pop this on using small dimensionals. I mean, you don't have to. You could just glue everything down, but I don't even know if I know it calls for dimensionals on these little items, but it's up to you if you want to put dimensionals behind the other items. Press, press, press. Once you've pressed them into place, the backings come off so easy. Right, so our first one goes on this gorgeous, perfect. We got the word joy. I mean, I used one of the Noels with the double dots over the top because it still says the same thing. So, grab, poke it through from behind. And what I did for the cards, if you're going to leave them as tags, no need to go any further. But I did mine on cards and put tiny little bows in them. Keep your finger on the loop when you pull. So there's tag number 1. I mean, I shouldn't really have glued that down. I should have left it freestanding. So what I'm going to do on the next one, I'm going to leave that freestanding. So we've got the checkerboard and we've got the pale blue. So what I'm going to do, I'm not even going to glue them together. I am just going to leave them freestanding. Otherwise I can't open them out on a card. So silly sausage here. Just made a boo-boo on the first card, but it will still make, I'll show you the cards at the end that I sat and did videos for and then forgot the sound. I mean, I fetched in other ribbons as well, so I may even just leave that one for a minute. And what we got on this one, we've got the little snowman. And I'm going to add dimensionals because they come in the pack of them. And this cute little snowman. Now, if you've noticed, apart from the joy I've put on, should I put that on Be Merry? Let's have a look if I can find. There it is at the top. Be Merry. Is that the one, Be Merry? It certainly is. And that goes right across his body. Oops. Don't press down until you got it where you want it. So tags 1 and 2, let's get them to one side. Tag 3 is the gold, the pink, and another piece of baker's twine, which is in black and white. Now the only black I see is on there, and the sentiments. But you could always add your own ribbons. So there we go with that one. See, we can split these and put them on a card. And not only that, if you want to write on the back. Now I'm stuck to writing just on the back for this one. Let me just... It's gone a bit frayed. Look at that. Oh, I'm definitely going to be changing that one. So we need the bauble. I'm going to use a little bit of this just down the center. I have got the gems somewhere. Where have I put the gems? Gaynor's lost the gems. Oh, I don't know. Oh, there they are. There they are. There they are. So let's get this straight. And I'm going to put this one a little bit more towards the top. And then this one says for you. And I've got one left. You only get enough to do your cards. And that's going to go right on there. So we've got 3. Our next one is this beautiful one here. And again, I'm going to add a bit of gold actually. I've got some gold here, because that seems to be fraying. Well, that's a bit much, but we can always tie it in a bow after. So I'm using some of this. It comes gold and silver, this twine. So, oh, that's cute. Now this comes with this beautiful flower, and then it says on there, Merry Christmas. So I've got my last Merry and my last Christmas. So I would suggest you put the Christmas on first, and then you can do them in the center ish. Oh, pardon me, I've just had an ice cream and it's repeating. I've got the worst heartburn ever, and I haven't had heartburn for a long time, so I'm going to put that on the corner. I know it's a good wodge of dimensional, but it is only the corner. And I'm going to put the gems on at the end, as like I said, and then we've got our last one. Again, I've got a bit of the Lost Lagoon. I'm going to use that. I fetched quite a few ribbons over, so tidy that end up. We will be manoeuvring them at the end. I mean, if you've got everything pulled apart, you could grab these tags. You could have them all made in less than 20 minutes. So just be careful how you pull your and our little tree has the Noel sign, which is there, but you also get it with the double dots, so I've used them on something totally different. And then this goes right across my tree. I'm going to use a bit more of the end bits because we all use them at the ends normally, but why not use them up first? And then we can add our little Christmas tree, which is a little bit lopsided because this isn't cut perfectly straight. So, right, instructions, keep to one side, extra sentiments, keep to one side. Let's pop those on there. So, we have got one, I've forgotten which order they're in now. Oh my goodness. So, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's our 5 tags. Absolutely cute as buttons. Right, I'm going to show you the cards that I've made. The first lot of cards I made. I already made these and then did a video showing the second lot of 10 cards. So this is the first one. Like I'm saying, you can just tie them up and keep them. You can open them up. But that tea, I've stuck that down now, so I can't do anything with that. But I use some of this beautiful new Shining Christmas, it's called. Designer series paper, double-sided, shiny on one side. These are all the little dots that come out of the kit as well. So that is cute. Love that. And then our gems. So until I make cards or decide whether I'm going to keep them as tags, I'll keep my gems intact for a moment. But that's the first card I made. With this one, again, I tied them all with little bows. And I used some of the Walk in the Forest papers, made it slightly smaller to give myself a bigger border. I know there's no garden green on here, but I added the garden green spot just to tally it all up. I haven't done anything on the inside yet. So that is card number 2, and I'll go through them again. This is card 3. Again, I tied the top with a bow. Unless if you're keeping it as a tag, then leave it as a tag. But if you want to use it for cards, use it as cards. Now this one is from the what's it, Bold, Bright and Beautiful or something. So I split the tag, made one look like the tag still, and then put this gorgeous little bow on top to make that look like a huge present. I mean, I could have put some ribbon down there and across there before attaching it to the card, but again, the little gold spots are off these off the tags, and you only have one on the decoration according to the card kit. But how cute is that? Does that look cute as a Christmas card? Pain enough to write inside, but that's that tag. And then this tag, this is cute, really cute. I might take that off and spin it round so that bit's on the front actually. In fact, I think I will. So go in at the front. But if you only attach them like that instead of gluing them down or tying them in knots, you can take them apart. I mean, I'm only going to make 15 cards with mine. And if you want to keep that in place, before you tighten this up, add a glue dot in there, and then when you tighten it, it will keep that from coming undone. But isn't that a cute little tag that you can separate either way? So this is the card I made with mine. Again, I separated the two, made this one a little bit more straight. Get this tag. Again, this paper's from the Bright and Bold and Beautiful with the trees on. I put some of the dotted ribbon, which I got the other day. It's called Dotted Ribbon. There we go. And it's real red and gold, and it's 3/8 of an inch or just over. So added red enamel dots that I made on my little craft mat from the new Stampin' Up enamel embellishments. So isn't that cute? I mean, just opening that little tag up. I mean, on this card, I don't suppose. I mean, I could have loosely put a a glue dot there. And I'll show you something. I've made this. It's a little gift card holder with a glue dot, but I've made the glue dot less tacky so you can open and close it and it still fits a gift card. This is just from my create and craft card. I don't have any gift cards at the moment. These are being sold in the catalogue, and I think you get 20 of them for about £6, but this was only made with a piece of 5 by 5.5. I used a edgy one of my corner tags punches, and to stop the glue dot from being so sticky, instead of dabbing it hard, just lightly brush it over and it will take most of the tack away, but it'll keep you, it'll let you close and open, and there's no bulk from Velcro dots, so you could do the same with this one. Add a glue dot, take away some of the sticky, add it to your card, and then you could flip this over and write on there and then just gently tag it back down to keep it in place. But that's card number 4 with this tag. And then this, I love this tag, it's so cute. And we had some of them new papers. These are called tartan foils. Now it's beautiful on both sides. And let me just grab it if I can find. And because I was using Lost Lagoon, it was lost, if you know what I mean, against its background. So obviously with the card being on there, but if I'd have put that tag on that background, it would have been so bleached out you wouldn't have seen it. So that's why I turned over, because you've still got shine on that side and on this side. So this stuff, you get 2 Lost Lagoon, 2 copper clay, 2 pebbled path, and it's beautiful. It's ideal for mail cards, and it's not as expensive as the other. These are the other 2 pads I used. This one for the stripes, and then with the second card I used the parcels. This is the one I used for the trees and also for the stripes, as you can see. Then I used the walk in the park for the walk in the forest for this card number 2, and on the second lot card I used the red and green stripe. And again, there's the stripe for the first card I made. So even if you just spent £13 on the tag kit and added a bit of DSP, I took this behind and glued it into place so it can't come undone, but it also adds something else on the card. I added some of these beautiful little notes from the loose holly gems. So just a few of the notes, and again these are the dots from, and I added a little tiny bit of Winker Stella on those dots to give them a bit of dimension. So that was card 5 that I made with the first card. So there's the first 5 cards I made. Now the video I did with no sound, I will show you. Right, let me go back to the beginning because again that's messed up. Right, so that was card 1. So, ooh, where is it? I swapped up the tag and put the tree one on and used the Noel on the side and stamped 'Tis the Season from the Brightest Glow and added this ribbon. Well, this is real red. It was from the Pampered Pets kit. It came in a bundle with another colour, and I can't think what colour. But then I added again the centre dots and the parcels, and I do like this. Absolutely beautiful. So that was card 1. That's the one I did on the video. Card 2 is this one with the snowman, and I ended up taking this one from card 4. Added a ribbon. I did actually rip this gold piece, but I just covered it over with a bit of ribbon. Added the sentiment, little bow on the top, and again some more elements. I used the loose leaves from here and the red elements from the ones I did with the Stampin' Up enamel, because I like to do them on here, because once they're dry I haven't got, because I always tend to smudge my card after I've done it. So I swapped up the back label and another label and changed this to give me card number 2, which is that one. So I'll put them to one side because you've seen cards 1. Then there is this is card number 3 that I did from the first lot of cards, and then this is card number 3. I just turned this paper over to give me the lights. I've got some more of those little dots, added the Merry Christmas, and I swapped it from this one onto there, and then put the snowman on this one to make it look a bit more cheerful. And again, I glued down that piece and that piece, tied a little bow, and I think it's so cute. I love the detailing on the bottom of this tag. It's so cute. So that was card 3. Card 4, which is this one. This is the one I've just shown you, and this is the one I did on the video. I actually cut these pieces down to 1 1/4 and I reversed one. I put the For You this time instead of the Merry Christmas, and I opened the tag differently and layered the flower in the center and added the For Me and added a gorgeous gold ribbon. So 2 different cards using basically more or less the same stuff. I didn't add the ribbon this time. So that's card number 4. So, and then this was card number 5, the one I just showed you, and this was the alternative. I cut that paper as you just seen. I cut it at an angle. I then added some of the Blue Lagoon ribbon. I don't mind that it's fraying. It's supposed to look, I added a couple of the music notes, added the joy. Again, I glued this down into place so it wouldn't just be flopping all over the card. Added a few more of those dots from the packet, and no gems on that one. Oh, see, I didn't put gems on that one. I put one on there, one on there. Where's my gems? Gaynor's lost her gem. There they are, poking out. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I've got 5, 10, 15. I've got 20 left. So how many did I use on the first one? So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I can afford to put another one of those gems there. So we can have 1 here, 2, 3. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. We've already got 1 on there, 5. So we won't count that. I'm going to put a glue dot. I may put that over just that green dot, and then the green dot I put there to represent the green on there, and the pink one on there to represent the pink on there. So 5, 10. I'm going to put a dot on one of these to decorate them up a little bit further. And I'm going to put, oh, where is it gone? I'm going to put my little gold dot in the center of there. I should have turned that round. And we've still got, I've got another 2 to use up, so let's put 1 right here, and I put this on dimensionals, and let's just add 1 here. So we've got 3, 6, 7 on that one, and I've still got my 11 to put on my last lot of tags. So there we go. This is the second. These are the cards I made on video and had no sound. Oh, look at that. And then these are the first ones I did. So that represents that one. That one represents that one. That one represents that one. That one represents that one. And that one represents that one. So 10 totally different cards using the same tags. This one is card 4. First one, second one. I love the second one. First card, second. I love both of those because they're all on dimensionals. This one's pretty flat, but what gorgeous Christmas cards they make. And then card number 2. This is my first one. This was my second. I like them both pretty much. I wish I'd done something different with the ribbon, but hey ho. So there's cards number 2. And then card number 1 and card number 2. Again, totally different. Using just one of those tags. So 10 cards and I've still got 5 tags. So I could possibly make another. I've still got the string left. If I didn't want to use my normal stuff, I could use, if I didn't want to use these, I could use some ribbons that I've got in my stash. I've got card bases and card envelopes if I want to turn those. Let's see, right, so this paper is from the One Horse Open Sleigh, and this is some old mint macaron, but I think the two together, why not use some old stash? You know, that would look nice on there with a couple of gems. So that would make card number 11. Let's put that there. And then this card is cut from the Very Cute Memories and More. Again, this is from the One Horse Open Sleigh, and I cut it a little bit smaller just so I could have a nice border and still show the card off underneath. And maybe I could open this way this time. Keep that one in the center straight. Lift the card up a little bit more. Let's just angle that properly. And then any bits, you could use some scraps of other big pieces of, let me see, let me get I've got a little piece, so I could cut a corner off there, add some twine through it and a little bow on the top and make it look like a Christmas present. So that's what I'm saying, use bits of DSP to cut up. I don't keep my scraps of DSP in here, I keep them in there. Let me grab some. Right, say this one now. I got a little parcel. I don't want green. Let's go for the red stripe. Let's cut this down. I'm just showing you. I could cut this to, say, let me see the width. This is 1 inch. So if I cut this 1 inch again, literally I could draw, let me show you. Get my little black pen. Draw a line down the centre because I can see not the straightest of hands. I can then put that on there. Like I'm saying, not the straightest of hands. I could stack that on there, tie myself a little bow with the leftover. There it is. Make myself a tiny, I think I've got one spare that's pretty short. So one, I think I had a short piece. Maybe not. I might have used it actually. So, oh, they're all pretty long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, maybe I don't. But I could use a little bit of black and baker's twine. Make the smallest bow ever. This is just an example. Cut that smaller. As I was saying, you can use your DSP for all sorts of things. Tie it, lift it off gently. Got a cute little bow, cut the tails down a little bit. that there because I don't like it going out of place. Oh, Gaynor's trapped. That's it, trapped. Don't know what it is to be trapped. So let's put them to one side. So I could add that on there. I like the fact that it's got a longer bit at the top. I could add a ribbon across there as well. I can glue this down here. Pull this over so you can see the V. Add this little parcel, maybe make 2 on dimensionals, and then glue that on the top to make it look like a Christmas present. How cute's that? But you can do it with a pen, a little bit of twine and a little bit of designer series paper. So that would have been, that would be card 4. With this blue, I did I have any paper ready for this one? Nope. So what I would have done with this one is I would have added this as a bit, glued this together, because it's just a piece of the card that I cut off the bottom to make it 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I could have left it at 5 3/4. Glue that together. Let me show you. I'm going to do it quick. I'm not going to attach the tag. I'm just showing you what you can do. So glue this piece down. It's just the bottom bit of the card. Instead of throwing it in the bin, we know it's exactly the same width as there. You could add, let me say, put them to one side. Let me add a little tiny bit of ribbon. And again, I'm just going to tape that in place. So I'm going to use glue dots actually. So get my little poker tool. And I don't suppose it matters what way round we've got it until we actually attach. So I'll take the backings off. Attach my little ribbon. Fetch it round the front. And attach that. Cut that off because I don't need that now. Don't really need this because I'm gonna pop that to one side. I'm gonna grab a couple of dimensionals and I'm gonna hold the ribbon down as well as the double-sided tape just to keep it in place. I'm gonna have a piece in the center. Perfect. And then I'll make sure I've got my card the right way. And then I'm going to have it about that far down. I know it's the same width, so I haven't even got to do any cutting off. This could be my tag that can go in there. If I hadn't have added the centerpiece, I could have pushed that all the way in. But instead, that's just going to sit on top. Maybe I can, oh well, I'll just sit it on top a little bit and then, I don't know what's happened there. If I hadn't have added that centerpiece, we could have tucked that inside there and made that into a card. And then this piece I can stamp. Let me stamp this, 'tis the season. Be merry, 'tis the season. Let me just pop this. And I think I'll put it in this corner. Oh, look at that. That is so cute. So we've got a tag that we could just tuck inside. And I'll probably glue this on. Maybe even do a smaller tag. And open it out a little bit more. Because look, that'll fit in between. Isn't that cute? So we can just make cards. So that would have been card 3. This is a gold, one of the gold and white cards. These are 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. And again, just glue these down on the top. Make a little bow tuck it behind even if you don't want to use that, obviously. And then, she says, and then grab yourself a little bit more ribbon, tie a bow. I'm just using these examples. He doesn't want it. Oh, Gaynor. I've got the silver one as well to go with this, but I've put it on a shelf. Oh no, I haven't, it's there. But because there's gold on the cards, and then add a cute little bow on the top there. I'm not going to detach it because I won't do it just yet, but I've got myself a little bow made. But again, look, you can attach that on there. You could add a couple of gems and a little, you've already got this sentiment on there. So there's, that would have been, let's cut it off. Let's cut it off. So that can go on there. That would have been card number 4. So we're getting there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a little parcel. You don't have to use that, but I'm just showing you how you can use little tiny bits of scrap. If you want to make it look even better, you can just place that on there, and then we will come down to the last card, which is the pink. And did I get some paper? I didn't get any paper ready for this one, but I've got an envelope for this one. I got an envelope for my blue one, which came with the card kits for the memories and more. I got an envelope for this one. I could get 2 normal sized envelopes and maybe even run this through an embossing folder, just one side, and just attach this lovely little tag when I've got a different ribbon on, because that one's knackered. Let's take that one off. I'll repair that somehow, but just even attach it at an angle, and then some beautiful embellishments after you've run it through an embossing folder, and there you have another 5 cards. I know I haven't made them up completely with you, but don't forget you've got these dots which come off your card kits, especially the plainer ones. You've got, oops, you've got a green to represent the garden green. You've got a blue, which is the same colour, and we won't use that one. We got a red one. We got a black one. There's loads of gold, and we got a pink one. And another pink one. So we got, look, 5 little spots on there just to dot them around and use up the blank spaces. So ribbon, little, let's add that one over there, because we know they come with the same colours because they're from the card kit. But don't waste anything, run it through a designer series paper. You've got a little gold dot for there, and if you didn't want to put gold on gold, turn it over and you've got white. Plus you've got your gems. I would add just this beautiful blue dot on that one. I would add one on there, and I will probably layer up that one on there and then put one of the gold ones on, like I did for, when I can find it. See, this one I layered the red dot that come out of the circle under the flower, and then I added the gem on top just to use up those little bits. So there we have it, the 15 cards. The 10 I've already made, or you can keep them as 10 cards. I mean, what you pay for the kit is well worth just making 15 cards with. But if you want to take them apart, get stamp sets, start adding other bits from other all I used was a bit of designer series paper and the stuff that came with the actual kit. So I'm going to put all my bits back in there. I'm going to round up my dots and put them on later. But yeah, open up your imagination. Stamp well, don't waste nothing. And away to go. So, I hope you've enjoyed anyway. I will do a little video on how to make this. It's so quick and simple. It's literally 5.5 by 5. And then I used one of my tags. But when I come to do my designer series paper, I put the paper in the wrong way around and ended up with different shapes. But I will show you. I mean, that's not going to come undone. But with a glue dot, you're not going to rip the paper underneath either. So, cute little projects. And I hope you give them a go. Well, let's move them over because my screen's a little bit wide today. Perfect. Until next time, ladies. All glory to our great God and Saviour. It gives us the strength to bring these beautiful projects to you beautiful ladies. And I'll see you soon on the next one. Take care for now. Bye.